Today's Pilates-based workout will help give you a stronger and healthier back. Here we go. When it comes to having a healthy and strong back, there's a couple different things we need. One is mobility through the spine, meaning we want to get it moving. And the other component is strength. So we're gonna work the entire back body, getting strength in our back, our glutes, and our hamstrings today. So we're gonna come onto all fours. You're gonna have your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. This is one of the best places to work strength and mobility in all those areas I just talked about. So let's first round your spine, tuck your tail, tuck your head, and then inhale to arch. So we're just gonna do a few here, but what I want you to really focus on is seeing if you can move one vertebrae at a time like there's a wave through your spine. So when you arch, like right here, I'm gonna start with my head, my mid-back, and then my tail opens up. And then the opposite way is gonna be my tail tucks first, then I round my low back, mid-back, and my head is the last thing to go. Okay, so my head is gonna lift first, mid-spine, low spine, tail. And don't leave now if this is hard for you. It is okay. This is a hard thing to feel. It's a hard thing to understand. So if you're just moving your spine in any way, that's a good thing right now. That's what this is meant to do, okay? Now, come halfway in between those two so we have a flat back. What I want you to do is look over your left shoulder and take your left hip to the left. I just made like the letter C out of my spine. And then I'm gonna go the opposite way. I'm gonna look to the right and take my right hip to the right. It's almost like I have a tail and I'm trying to wag it to one side and look, and then wag it to the other side and look. And same concept I just told you. If you're just moving here, that's a good thing. We're trying to get our pelvis moving. We're trying to get our spine moving. And all of that is good movement, even if it doesn't feel like you think it should, even if it doesn't look like someone else. We're all just moving here. Nice job. Now come back to center, shake it out if you need to, and bring your right arm out in front of you. Okay, reach it nice and long. Lower it down, tap the mat, lift, tap, lift. 3, 2, 1, other side, and lift. So if being on all fours is really hard for you, there are definitely some other workouts you can do and then come back to this. Try some Pilates for beginners workouts I have. Nice job, come back to center. Let's go into the leg, okay? So right leg reaches back and you're gonna lift and lower. So you can start with Pilates for beginners. You can try putting a gym ball or maybe a really big cushion or something under your stomach to help. But overall, this is a position I really try to get a lot of my clients in eventually to help with back strength. One other option is you can come down to your elbows. All right, so for some of these, if you need to be on your elbows, you can. Last one, lift the leg, hold it there and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in, other side. Lift and lower. The reason I love this position is, one, it's working your core in a fantastic way, which we know is important for our back, but it's working your core without you having to do a single crunch. It's working arm strength. It's working all of your back muscles and into those hamstrings and glutes. Really important. Okay, 2 more. Good. Keep it up. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down, and we're only doing one more exercise here. I want you to bring right arm forward. And again, if that's enough, just do that, okay? If you can, left leg back also. Then if you can, round your spine and bring your elbow to your knee. Then reach them out nice and long. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, round. These are called pointers. Inhale, reach. One more. Lots of great mobility and strength here and balance. Good. Switch sides. And again, if you just want to do the arm or the leg, that's fine. That's great. So left arm, if that's okay. Right leg, if that's okay. Let's round and pull in, arch and reach. One more. Nice job. Bring it back down. Separate your knees nice and wide and hinge back for a child's pose and reach those arms really far forward and just sink in here for a little stretch. And then we'll restack to sit back up. And we're going to bring our legs out in front. We're going to do a little spine twist. Really important for hips, which are important for your back, and also getting the upper spine moving. So you're going to sit up nice and tall. Your legs are mat distance apart. Pull your toes back towards you. Then hands behind your head. But your goal is to sit up tall on your sit bones here. Once you're ready, inhale, rotate to the right. Exhale, center. Inhale, rotate left, and exhale, center. Feel like your feet reach forward when you do this, okay? What happens is when we rotate, our feet tend to want to pull back towards us, but I want you to keep them reaching forward. So for example, when you rotate to the right, press your right foot forward. Just gently. You'll see I don't actually move. It's just the thought. When I rotate to the left, I press my left foot forward. It just keeps my hips still so that this is only back working right here. One more each side. I know it's a lot. This is asking a lot of our bodies. Nice job. Oh, bring the hands down. Take a moment, but we're going to stay here, sitting up tall. Bring your arms in front. And if you need to bend your knees, go right ahead, okay? Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. So what we're doing here, if you can't feel anything, I'll tell you what I'm feeling. All the muscles up and down my back working, and my hips working because they're a little tight in this position. This is really important for back strength. These are the muscles that work just sitting when we're driving all day, when we're sitting at our desk. When we want to be here, because it just feels better when our posture is hunched, it's because we need more strength like this, okay? The stronger we are in this position, the easier those other positions sitting all day will be. Last one, arms come down. Bring your legs together. Inhale, tall. Exhale, curl your tailbone, roll yourself down onto your back. Ah, nice job. Bend your knees. And let's work into our pelvis a little bit. You're gonna have your feet flat, okay? Legs are hip distance apart. And what I want you to do is curl your tailbone. All I've done is flatten my back and lift my tailbone. And then inhale, arch, so my tail goes down and my back arches. See that? It's really similar to what we did on all fours. We were kind of doing a little cat-camel action. It's like I'm a rocking horse and I'm trying to rock through my pelvis. Very important to have mobility in that area. And a lot of times, when we have back pain, when we have abdominal surgeries, when we have pelvic floor issues or C-sections or abdominal pain, this can get very tight and locked up. And it makes everything else really hard to work correctly. So loosening this up is really important. Now when you're ready, exhale, curl, and continue to roll up, and let's go up into a bridge. Right here, flat line, inhale. So I have a flat line from my knees down to my chest, and then I'm gonna curl and roll down. I roll down from the top, one vertebrae at a time, all the way down until I release my tail. All right, so we're gonna inhale, exhale, curl, roll yourself up. One of my favorite back exercises right here. Inhale at the top, exhale, roll down. So I'm gonna add some pieces to this, but if this is enough for you, you're just gonna stay right here, okay? But if you're okay moving on, what you're gonna do is roll up and stay there. So let's keep our bridge. The goal is to keep the hips level. Lift your right leg, lower, left leg, lower. Trying to keep the hips lifted and level. So lots of work for the back and the hips. One more, just even yourself out. Inhale, and then exhale, roll back down. Nice job. All right, keep your back in this position. You should be in a very relaxed position here, okay? Everything's kind of relaxed through your center and into your back, so you have a little bit of space here in the low back, just a little, natural. When you're ready, one leg comes up to tabletop. When you're ready, keep everything nice and controlled and lift the other leg to tabletop. Now what we're gonna do is lower one leg down, tap the floor, lift the other one. Now, if this is too much for you, if this is okay, if this is a good level, continue right here. If it's too much, I want you here instead. Both feet down, and you just alternate lifting, okay? So it's like a little march right here. And either one, your goal is to keep your back position the same. We're seeing how our abdominal muscles do here, controlling the position when we move the legs around. Good, one more each leg, whichever version you're doing. Nice job. And then one at a time, lower the legs down. Straighten the left leg out, pull the right knee in, give it a really good squeeze. And then reach the right leg up towards the ceiling with your legs straight. These are called leg circles in Pilates. We're gonna lower the leg down to the left, bring it up and around to the right. And if this is too much, you can bend the left knee. So that's your option here. So you'll see none of these I'm moving really fast, because when we're dealing with trying to control and strengthen our back, we want to make sure it is controlled. We want really purposeful movement here that we are controlling. And that's the goal here. Don't let anything else move around. Switch directions on your circles. So don't let your back flatten. Don't let your body kind of fishtail all over your mat here. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Last one. Nice job. Bend the knee, come in. You're gonna rest the right ankle on your left knee and then pull it in for a figure 4 stretch here. And then when you're ready, I'm just gonna release my right leg and pull the left one in. Give it a good squeeze first. And then reach the leg up, point the toes, lower down to the right and up around to the left. So as I mentioned, there are a lot of components to a healthy and strong back. And in my unlimited community and program, we have a 4-week healthy back workout calendar that has workouts to address all the things we need for a really healthy and strong back. So make sure you go check that out too. Switch directions. So really reaching around, but again, only as big as you can control this motion. Last 2. Nice job. Bend the knee, bend the other knee to capture that ankle. To find a stretch here, you can hold behind the right thigh or on top of the right shin. Nice job. And then hug both knees into your chest. Rock yourself side to side. And great job. You definitely did some work that is going to be very good for your back. And I'll see you on your mat soon.